Hello everybody, welcome to Madcast, where we bring honest, unfiltered, true knowledge through real life experiences. So let's start with today's episode. And in today's episode, I would like to put some light on the light that is in our lives. So friends, do you know the importance of light in our lives? Definitely, there are visible importances like lights drive away darkness. Lights can make things visible. At the same time, if we go scientifically into the depth of it, it can dry up things when the intensity is high. It can even light a fire as well. But today, I'm gonna share one such incident that actually happened, which I came across to know from the person who experienced it. It's nothing supernatural, nothing paranormal about it. It's a very simple thing, or rather a very simple experience that I came to know. So what happened was, there was a kid, and this kid has grown up now. So when this fellow was a kid, he used to be very afraid of things, specifically like, you can say he was afraid of what you call evil spirits, or supernatural things might happen. He used to remain, like once the sun used to set, he used to remain very afraid about all these things. So it was such a situation for him that supposedly in a room after sunset, he is sitting with his family members, let it be his mom, dad, and other family members. He was so much afraid and so scared all the time that if someone used to ask him to just look behind, turn his head and look behind, he would rather die than look behind. Left alone, leaving that room and going to some other room all alone. So he was that scared after sunset. So now, in order to, his father noticed it and noticed it deeply. So one day, what his father did was planned to drive away this fear from that kid. Now, in order to do that, his father used a very witty technique. So one day, his father sat with this kid, and through a very gradual and normal conversation, reached a point where he asked that kid that, are you very scared? So this guy was very honest, this kid was very honest, and he said, yeah, I am very scared. Then his father asked him very politely, tell me, what is it that you are afraid of? There might be something, you have seen something, you have experienced something, felt something that makes you get afraid, or that creates the fear within you. So this little kid looked at his father and then very humbly said that it's that darkness that scares me. Whenever I see darkness, I feel something is gonna come out from there. Something evil is gonna come out from there towards me that is gonna harm me. Something that I cannot tolerate, something that I cannot bear. So basically, that darkness is the reason of all the fear that is being caused within me. His father gave a very sweet smile to that kid and said, okay, fine. So from today onwards, you won't be scared anymore. Now, what his father did was, his father took his kid all away from everyone. The kid was hell scared because it was all dark, pitch dark, and was actually requesting his father to stop and get back home. But his father was very determined that today is the day your fear is gonna get driven away. And his father had a torch in his hand. So his father asked him, tell me, which part of this whole space do you see as dark that is scaring you? The kid pointed randomly to one direction. The father lit the torch and focused at that point. And there was nothing, which was very usual. There was nothing. The kid saw. The father said to the kid, is there anything? The kid said, no. Okay, fine. There might not be anything over here, but the other places or spots, dark spots that you are scared of might have something. So let's find out. somehow gathering all the courage that this kid had, he walked with his father. The father went on with this process, kept on asking him, point towards that spot, which is actually scaring you. The kid pointed to one, the father focused the torchlight. The kid pointed to another one, the father again focused the torchlight to that point. And to every spot to which the father focused the torchlight, those two people, the father and the kid, could see there was nothing. There was absolutely nothing abnormal, nothing paranormal. So it was all usual and normal. And the father went on telling after every point to his kid that, did you see anything abnormal? Did you see anything scary? The kid was no. Every time the kid was no, nothing scary. So then the father asked him, now tell me, what are you scared of? The kid said that basically I did not have an idea what that darkness contained because I could not see through the darkness. And that was the reason I used to have illusions in my mind which actually caused the fear within my mind. So, post this incident, the father very well explained to the kid, see, my son, the fear is not the darkness. The fear is in those spots. The fear is basically a dark spot that is there in your mind. Just put some light into that dark spot, open up your mind and see. Everything is natural, everything is usual. There's nothing abnormal, there's nothing supernatural, there's nothing evil out there. And the kid could well understand that. And from that day onwards, whenever the kid saw darkness, he used to carry a torch. And for a few days, what he practiced was, whenever he saw a dark spot, he used to simply lit the torchlight to that point and see whether there's anything evil, anything scary. And he found out that there's nothing scary. It was just like what it was during the daytime. And this actually did lighten up that dark spot within the kid's mind, which gradually drove away all the fear, all the scariness that the kid had within his mind. And gradually, this kid came out of all those scary attitude, or he used to remain always afraid. Always he used to confine himself up post sunset, sit at one place, never used to even turn his head around. So gradually he started opening up. He started looking into things from a different perspective. There was darkness. He had the light within his mind to penetrate through that darkness and see that whether there is anything evil, anything scary or not. And gradually this brightened up his whole mind, and the fear that this kid was actually inculcating within himself finished and got abolished absolutely. So for which this kid came out as one of the bravest soul I have seen till date. Now you ask him to go anywhere, he is always ready. You blindfold him and tell him to go straight, whatever is there, he doesn't care. He will go there. You ask him to jump, run, whatever, he is ready to do it without having a single percentage of fear within himself. So, my friends, that was basically the role of light that gets played in our lives, which not only lightens up our outer world, but that particular light which we see in the outer world actually lightens up our inner selves. It lightens up our minds, and that opens up our minds and gives us a new perspective to see through things and actually overcome darkness. Let the darkness be in any way form, let the darkness be in any way coming to us. If we have a lightened up mind, we can see through that darkness, we can overcome that darkness, and we can definitely see a brighter side of everything that is there. So with that said, let's end today's episode. We will see you soon with the next episode of Madcast. Till then, stay tuned. If you like it, do show your love through sharing, subscribing, and if you have anything, any suggestions, any advices, please do comment. Thank you so much.